is to send out an email. I mean, if you have, depending on how many customers you have, just have a few you can reach out individually, but if you have several, you know, I would just acknowledge the problem is the big thing. Again, like, I don't know, you don't know, we don't have a fix or an answer for it, but to just be honest with them and say, be super apologetic, say, I am so sorry, I have no control over this, and whatever I can do to help you, I will help you. It just know that it will get fixed eventually. I just can't tell you when, and just be honest like that. I think acknowledging the problem is a lot better than trying to avoid it and hope it's going to happen soon, and just keep being apologetic, and that is all we can do. There's not much more we can do. Just be patient. But I have been sending messages. I've been sending emails to all my customers, and emails to my ambassadors, because what's happened too is I have ambassadors that don't work the business a lot, and they did and they're not, and they have people under them or customers under them, so the messages aren't getting down, and they're not my customers, so I don't have all their information. So make sure that you reach out to those ambassadors and let those ambassadors know that they need to reach out to their customers. So it needs to kind of keep going down that line. So, but sorry.
But they were really encouraging. I mean, the guy
who owns the company that's doing the whole new website, you know, explained how it's all working and why there's so many problems. But every day when you talk to somebody, you hear a new issue. It's like it's something I haven't heard before. It's not like everybody's experiencing just the same problem. I think new ones are popping up all the time every day. So it's just going to be time. But from what they've showed us at Leaders Retreat, what it's going to be able to be capable of doing when it's done is going to be fabulous, and we're all going to love it, and it's going to be our best friend. And in regards to that, we'll just touch on Leaders Retreat. We'll just kind of start off with that. The welcome packs are going to be changing, and they're going to be boxed really beautifully, and they're going to include a lot more information for the ambassador to actually get started. And what Plexus is doing, they have they hired a new person who's in charge of training and marketing, and got a bunch of new people on board. What they're wanting to do is make it to where it's consistent across the board. So when you sign up an ambassador, all you ambassadors, when you sign up a new one, will know exactly what to tell them. They're going to get all the information. There's going to be trainings and videos and everything available to them, so that how to start Plexus is going to be the same for everybody. It's going to be consistent. What's happened over the years is that everybody's had to kind of create their own version of how you get started with Plexus, and every diamond and every jewel has a different way of doing it, and different training and different everything. Plexus is going to do it now where it's down to like how you would actually approach somebody, what you would say to them, like verbiage. So it's going to really make our lives a lot easier. I know that that's a place where most people struggle. Like, okay, I love it, but I signed up as an ambassador, now what? You know, like now how do I don't know how to tell this person how to be an ambassador. You know, so they're taking care of that finally. It's long overdue. So that's going to be a really great thing. It's not done yet. It's still in the works. The new packaging and stuff, they're talking January. And if you sign up for Super Saturday, if you sign up for Super Saturday, you'll actually get one of the new welcome packs, which I recommend getting one somehow, some way, if you don't sign up for Super Saturday, which I also recommend. But I don't think it's going to have any product in it, but at least you'll get the packaging and the brochure that's going to be there. This is just a rough draft of it. It's going to have pictures of actually real life people in Plexus, not just like actors, actresses, kind of thing, which they can do now. And it's going to have a bracelet, it's going to have a training guide, it's going to have just a more foolproof way for an ambassador to get started and be successful. Leaders Retreat, Maureen, can come up. It was pretty spectacular, and I would love to have every single person in this room there next year. There are a lot of pictures of people that were there the year before with like 2 or 4 people, and then they were there this year with like 30, 40 people, and lots of different pictures of people's teams that are growing and flourishing, and it's totally possible, and it was such a treat. Texas really spoils you. Once you start getting up there and earning, when they have these contests and these things where you can earn points and earn the trips and earn the thing, they're pretty special. They go all out. They don't leave anything out. I mean, every detail, parties are generous, gifts, things, and that's just at this level. And the higher up you go, it just keeps getting fancier and you know, I know that they're just trips and cars and things, but still fun.
It's hard to be
Hey, you know,
what was so nice was that to be rewarded for working so hard is really, I think, what they're phenomenal at doing. I mean, there was one night, which night was it? Was it the night of the street party that they had the rooftop party for the diamond?
Yeah.
And, thank you. And so all the diamonds were at this rooftop party of the Gaylord. I mean,
Well, it's anybody could earn that party. Anybody. You could be maybe you could be old and be so you just had to get a certain number of points. It's all in the contest, so it's a level playing ground. So anybody could earn it. No, that was for anybody who earned it's just another level to earn. So, but they do reward you. They're extremely generous. And these are people, okay, mind you, they're all just like us.
I have a comment to add to that. I have a friend I met on Facebook who has an ambassador. She used to work at the Gaylord serving banquets, and she was in tears to be at that rooftop party. Saying, "Look where I am now. I used to work here, and now I'm partying here." Is that
right?
That's
Yeah.
possible. Totally.
It is possible. It is possible. And I think we start to doubt ourselves. And we had a little dinner last night, and when I talked about this, and I won't spend a bunch of time on it, but belief is really important, and it's something that I think everybody struggles with, me included, diamonds included. You know, everybody across the board has times when they wonder, they doubt what they're doing, and if they're good enough or prepare. It's a dangerous place to go, and I really encourage you to just keep your belief that you can do it, whatever your goals are, whether it's to go to the top or whether it's a certain amount of money to earn or get the car or the trip, but it doesn't matter. You know your goals, keep working towards them and just know that they're completely possible, but you have to believe in yourself. Every day you have to go, yes, I can do it, yes, I deserve it, and yes, I can get there. And that's what these things are really great at doing, because they kind of light that fire underneath you and they give you that motivation, and they show you that it's almost like dangling a little carrot out in front of you, you know?
Last year I was gold, and this year I'm diamond. You know, and we're going, really? It is possible, huh? Because it was that exciting to be able to see that, you know, dreams are coming true every single day with this company. And the thing of it is that, okay, we can bring back to you that Rita said this, or Jewel, you know, concert that was just absolutely fabulous, was this. But the part that we cannot bring to you are the tangible parts. The part that we can't bring to you are the emotions, are the goosebumps, are the times where, you know, you're just so touched emotionally by what you're seeing up there. And that's the part that makes it so exciting to want absolutely every one of you there, because I want every one of you to have the goosebumps and to have that feeling of, oh my gosh, this is incredible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when Jewel was singing up there, I had to keep biting my teeth because I was just so overcome with emotion because of her songs, but more so for me because her testimony was just incredible. And I mean, those are things that you can't bring back, you know, like, so.
Back into it, you know, right? I was really tired a couple weeks ago, and I gave my 6-year-old 2 accelerator before bed. Thought it was, and I mean, I knew it is like she swallowed them, really good at taking her Plexus. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, and freaking out. She was really fine. She slept all night, didn't even wake up, but yeah, 2 months accelerator.
As long as you weren't too bruised.
At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. Yeah. Anyway, don't take those, girl. So, just so you know, if that happens, she's alive and well, and she actually slept the whole night. She was happy in the morning, so maybe that 5-inch TV really worked on her. She was like happy in the morning. But it is possible, you guys. So believe that you can get there, and those are the things that are going to encouraging you to show you that, hey, I'm here now, I can get here, and I can keep going. And it's hard to describe, but the camaraderie of the company and the people, it's really great too. And our executives, they just walk around and say hello, and you need hugs, and it's just great. It's growing. I mean,
I know you by name.
Big.
Know you by name.
Yeah, and
That's
come up
incredible.
and, hey, Mary Kay, give you a hug, how's it going? I mean, I don't know other companies like that. And Plexus is. And we are still in it at a time where you can get in before we are like a, Tupperware or something, an Amway down the road. It's so huge and big, which that's where we're going. And we're in it just still at the embryonic stage. So there's tons of possibilities.
And that's why this back office thing is a tough thing, because
It's necessary.
yeah.
Super necessary. So what are some things that you guys might want to talk about or hear about that I can share what I know?
Hi, I'm Natasha.
I am Tasha.
a new ambassador.
Yay!
Well, probably about 2 months. Been taking the products free. Started as a total crazy skeptic. Now I'm a believer. I guess one of the things that I have a hard time with so far is you have your list of people that you want to contact, and many of them you're cool with, talk to on a regular basis. But then you have your acquaintances that maybe are from college, or you haven't talked to in many years, or you don't talk to about intimate things.
Mm-hmm.
And what would a conversation with one of those people on the phone sound like for you? Like, do you have any tips on how to make that not awkward?
So these are people like from your past that you already know, but you just
But
haven't
maybe
been in
you haven't
touch
talked to.
with.
Yep.
You're not super close with
Yeah.
right now.
And it's your first contact with them, so you don't want to be like, hey, I haven't
Well,
talked to you in 10 years.
First, I
but-
applaud you for even like wanting to call them, because most people are going to want to like send a little message on Facebook or an email and kind of go in lightly and slowly. But calling is actually a really great way because you get the connection, the tone in your conversation. It's people can take what you're writing and put the tone to that and take it differently or however they're interpreting it. But what we generally say is that it's a really great opportunity for you to say, hey Michelle, this is, sorry, what's your name? Natasha. Hey Michelle, this is Natasha, how are you doing? I know we haven't talked in a long time, and I was just thinking about you the other day. I just started this new business and I'm super excited about it, and I would love to share it with you. And you can go that way. Just to be honest, don't try to like trap somebody.
Right.
Being strategic is always good. Being strategic and kind of plan, having plans and stuff and being intentional, that's all really great. But with people like that, you just be honest and be real and really just share from your heart, and don't try to give them things that you think are going to impress them. Just call her up and say, hey, you know what? I started this new business. I'm really passionate and excited about it. And one of the things I'm doing is making a list of people, and your name came up, and I just would love to have some, can we meet? I don't know if she lives near you. Maybe we could go have a cup of coffee or go out and have a drink, or, love to get together and share what I'm doing with you. You don't have to go into all of it on the phone call. It's actually better if you're in person. There's a lot more connection there. That's not always possible, but do that. Come on. Okay.
How are you getting people to you again?
It's tough. You just gotta keep inviting. So we have Ellen McFadden, right, doing our presentations, and sometimes we have no guests.
Well, we all have to move to Reno now.
Damn. Sometimes we have one, sometimes we have 5 or 9, it's all over the map. But it just, I know I'm guilty of this, I know I'm guilty of just kind of inviting people. So it's up to everybody in the room to keep inviting guests. When I'm on a good roll, I invite people that I don't know. You know, when I'm out and about, there's different people like the graphics Danny or different graphic people will have things that you can purchase the JPEG or whatever from them, and then you can fill in the blanks of the dates. Not getting, you know, and then you print it yourself, everything, and you have that with you. So it's really, you know, like I'm out shopping or something, and the door opens for that kind of conversation. I can pull that out and say, hey, we're having an opportunity meeting, you know, this week or tonight, and hand them that. Because if you just tell them and you don't give them something with it written on there, oh, okay, thanks, you know. But be prepared like that, and just invite, ask anybody and everybody. I actually had somebody once that like that at a Charming Charlie's that I, you know, invite. She showed up, and I was just like, oh, you know, hey, it really worked. But and then keep inviting. Just keep throwing it out there at people. Just keep doing it. But it's a hard one because people feel like they're going to be pressured into having to buy something. They feel like they're going to come and I don't feel like to buy something. And it really, honestly, frankly, who wants to take an evening when they're tired after work and come listen to me about vitamins? You know, so it is a difficult thing, but we struggle with it too. And it just falls off in all of our laps just to make sure that we're inviting people all the time. You know, because it's not like super great.
The great idea though.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
And you can print them out and just have
Yeah, that's
you
a
know,
great
you can
idea.
cut them in 4s. You just hand piece of regular paper, you can colored paper, whatever, and we just hand them that. There's a really neat one too that you can do like on the little, like on the photo paper. You can do it in there. It's designed to have like a front and a back of, you know, so all your information and a little bit of information about Plexus is on one side, and on the back side it's like this month they'll have for the month they'll have both of the opportunity needs on there. So those are just great ways to and legal places too. And
Yeah.
I say that guerrilla marketing, I do this with our church, and the church prints up pens and stuff, and you're at the grocery store, you sign your check, and you leave your pen there, so the next person comes to check, and you leave paper and cards or whatever.
Yeah, and speaking, doctor's offices are great, anywhere, when you go get your car, the oil changed, any of those places where you can leave a catalog or a Success at Home magazine or a brochure. The trifles are my hands down my favorite thing. These are my most favorite thing because they're not super expensive. You know, you don't want to overwhelm people. Sometimes I'm like, okay, you don't see the girl with on the bike with the sweatshirt, like buying merchandise. See, that's not where they're at yet. So I think the catalogs are great, but this is really the golden circle. This is what they need to know. And with all your information on the back, you move this thing around. I have these in my purse always. I never go anywhere without cards, without those trifles. Always have them. I'm giving them out all the time. Put them in the seat pocket, plain, and they don't have the catalog in here.
I saw somebody, you know, in the bathroom, you have those, 2-fold napkins. Somebody was putting their Plexus brochures under the napkins. Like, oh, brother, you know, so it looked like it was, yeah.
You gotta be careful too, because it's got your name on it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, you just be smart about it.
So how often do you actually get customers
From doing random things like that versus someone you know, not often. But you never know.
once in a while?
You never know when
I got a couple of
resale
customers.
Yeah.
The difference is though, is doing stuff like that, then when you do approach them, if you get your card or you get the word, the name Plexus out, there's gonna be someone where you're gonna talk to and go, hey, have you heard about Plexus? And they're gonna be like, kinda. I kinda remember, you know, I saw something or I heard someone go, yeah, I found some Plexus brochure or whatever. Because even the girl that was here right now, and she's been using this card for 2 months, and I'm the only person she knows that knows about Plexus. And she works at Sputters, and she walked all over Sputters, and she's asking all these people about, you know, no one knows, no, you know, like, the more you get the name out, so then it's gonna make it easier when you do approach someone.
At the convention, when you were on your tour, and you said,
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, so when we were, I'll get to this, like, when, at Leaders Retreat, I won the event, and so, I went to Mount Vernon, to where George Washington's house was, and, the guide that the service that Plexus hired to take everybody on the tour, it was about an hour and a half into our day, and, we're standing in line waiting to get in, and I said, so, how many people have talked to you about Plexus today? She goes, nobody? You know, and I said, well, you know, and I just started talking to her about it. It wasn't, you know, just sharing a little bit about like, oh my gosh, well, all of us are here because we won this trip, and she was super interested, you know, and starting with like, hey, you know, the business side, you know, a couple $500 you know, a month more, you know, and she's just like, her eyes got really big, and you know, I got my information. Now, what I failed to do there, where it was my bad, I did not get her email or her information. Super critical. It's more important than giving them theirs is you're giving them yours is getting theirs. And so I get kind of lost in the conversation and excited that she was interested, and then I, you know, left and was just like, oh, dang. You know, and I did it, and I do that actually often. It's not it's a bad habit. So getting their information is really, really critical. Then you follow up. Hey, this is so-and-so, I met you, you know, wherever, and I just wanted to follow up and see if you had any questions, let you know we're having a meeting on da-da-da. If you want to come and learn more, you know, I'm happy to. And I keep those contact information. I keep all those contacts in a book, and just a running book, and I keep them in there, and I will periodically go through and just send them an email again. I will be honest, the majority of the time, you don't hear anything, but, you know, on occasion you do, and you never know when it's gonna be that one person.
Or when the right time
and take it and run with it, or they might dig it back. I've had somebody contact me 6 months later, you know, and contact me, you know, and like, oh, you know, so I'm still surprised, because it's not like every person you talk to is gonna go, okay, so you up. But it's just doing it, and the more you do it, the easier it's gonna get. The more you do it, you're gonna fumble, jumble, you're gonna go, gosh, that sounds stupid. But you know what, the more you do it, the easier it's gonna get.
I just gave my first brochure and business card out to someone at a coffee shop the other day, who I actually had a really nice conversation, unrelated to Plexus about, but I was like trembling inside.
Yeah.
And I felt so proud of myself.
Yeah,
It was like, that was my first time.
That's awesome. You just have to remember to like, just share from here and get out of here.
And you know too, that everyone here in the room and everybody in the company has done exactly that, you know, everybody does.
It was my cashier at Target. And she did nothing with it, but she still sees me.
There you go. And that's huge right there, what you just brought up. Okay? Because even on Facebook, when they're watching you, and they're not commenting, and they're not saying anything, and not even liking it, they watch, and they watch. And they want to know, is it for real or not? How long is she really going to be doing it? And a year later, when they still see you posting about it, and things are going great for you, and you're moving up and whatever, then they're like, okay, well, this kind of is for real. I've had a lot of that happen to me lately.
It just happened to me today. One of my friends from high school just ordered for me today. And it was because a post came up from 6 months ago that she had commented on or whatever, you know how Facebook has that new thing. And she's like, holy crap. And so she texted me, she's like, okay, that's it. Order me some of this stuff, because my butt's too big. I'm like, okay.
And that's how it happens, and they kind of do that, all right.
She's like, are you still doing this? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you just came across your testimony. You look good. Okay, fine. I'm like, okay. I mean, but it's because of she thought 6 months ago I was still posting about the same thing.
And you just said something that's really critical too. She said, oh, you look really good. We have to be products of the product. It's not about being skinny and all that, like I say, and it's really not. It's about it doing something for you and for your life, and that's what you have to show. That's what people are looking for. I mean, that's why you started the products anyway, because you liked something about it and did something for you. But I am really an advocate of like, this can only do so much. And then we have a responsibility on our side to do the other part. And, it is making healthier food choices. It is being active and getting our blood pumping and exercising a little bit. I mean, we are selling or representing health product. Okay, so we need to be we are a walking, talking billboard for our business. And we need to represent our business by, showing that we are, taking our products and that, sharing what they're doing for us. And even if you do get into it for the business, like mostly like I did, and like I know that you've talked about today, I mean, even though people do it for that, even Helen, she joined it for business. A lot of people that do that, but it doesn't mean you can't push aside the products. The products are still important, and if you don't love all of them, you don't have to. But you got to find something in here that's working for you that you can talk about and be passionate about and excited about. It's a pretty important part of walk the walk. Definitely don't leave that part out. And people look too. They look to see, like if you're there are a lot of ambassadors in Reno that they'll go off the products for a while. Now, if you have to go off of them for medical reasons, that's different. Okay, but there's always stuff in here that's going to work for you. I mean, the vitamins are great. You can always take something. So there.
I just had a quick question. Wondering if you could comment, just because we are in the Wausau area, and a lot of us are from the Wausau area, or a similar small town, can you touch on the fact that it's a small town, and I know we kind of briefly mentioned this yesterday, but the benefits of being in a small town.
I think you guys do have a benefit of being in a small town. And you look at the stories like Sonia Dudley and these people who live in a teeny tiny town, and they have, what is it, like 12 joules within a 30-mile radius or something crazy like that. And these are towns that are like teeny tiny, a lot smaller than Wausau. What you have here, and this is just my opinion, okay, in the Midwest and the South, is you have places where there's more sense of community, and I think people are more neighborly than where I come from. Reno's not horrible; it's pretty good, but California is a tough nut to crack, and people keep to themselves. They're very private. Nobody wants to, let their guard down, and so it's really hard to get in with those people and to have them trust you. And so this really is a business about relationships and having people trust you. And so it's in my opinion, when you live in a smaller community in a small town, there's more of that mentality. So you'll see a lot of growth happening for people when there's like homeschool groups or church groups or bloggers that are in a blog together, because they have a connection and they have a trust for each other, and there seems to be more of a support for one another. And so I feel, being here in Wausau, by no means is it like, oh, there's too many ambassadors for the area. No way. You look at what she said, that she's walking around the hospital over here, nobody's ever even heard of it. It's so wide open, it's not even funny. It's just, the opportunity is just huge, and it's there for taking for any of us. And I think living here, like my dad took me to the little coffee place over there in the corner. That lady's darling in there. I wasn't going to start the conversation with her. I think somebody here needs to go in and talk to her, the business owner who knows that tons of people coming into her place every day. It's everywhere here. Just go in and do a Plexus meeting. What's the name of that place? Not a meeting. That place.
This morning.
Go there, meet with a potential customer or something. Wear your Plexus swag. By the way, that's really important. Always represent the company somehow, some way. If you're going someplace, look presentable. You don't have to be all dressed up to the hilt. I wear workout clothes all the time. I wear little pants and a cute Plexus shirt and a hat, but just be presentable and show it and go there, have a coffee meeting with somebody and be strategic, about intentional about going there and opening up the conversation with the meeting behind the counter. And that's how you do it. You got to go about your day and actually plan where Plexus is going to fit into your day. Don't just wait for it to come to you. That won't happen. It will sometimes, but the majority of the time, you have to plan it out. You have to think it out. And sometimes you have to actively say, okay, I'm going to go here because I want to open the door and create an opportunity to talk about it.
And start with people in the diet food aisle at first.
I did at Costco. I went to Costco. Go to Costco or Sam's or whatever you have here. Right after Christmas. Oh yeah. The first thing it's gonna be when you walk in is New Year's is coming. All the resolutions for the weight loss. It's all their vitamins. Like the whole entrance is just on both sides. It's vitamins. We see everybody going picking up all this stuff, and I'm out there right now. I'm out there, and I'm like, I walked up and I started talking about something, and then the car and whatever, and I did it for like 20 minutes, and it was crazy. I had one guy call me back. That was scary. He was a really pretty scary guy. I didn't get it. I was like, please don't ever call me again. But anyway, the opportunities are all around us at every moment. You just have to be confident and comfortable that what we have is something that people need, and don't feel like you're trying to sell something. Say, I have something. Have you ever heard of Plexus? Have you, and then just leave it there, leave it with them, and it might not be for you, it might be for you, but here's the part. And walk away. Go to the next one.
Kind of get bogged down looking at the compliance of LinkedIn posts on Facebook. I don't understand yet who puts out, like, there are so many different people printing things for Plexus. What's necessary?
You mean to be compliant?
No, like, if they put out, compliance, a post from that page, and then it's, I have all of these brochures for so much. Is that all necessary?
Doors are closed, windows are shut. If you have brochures and that whole thing about after so many days, it has to go through compliance again, and it's not whatever, you will. The police going to come and arrest you for handing out a trifold. That's not compliant. Use what you have. I would not worry about it. We're actually not allowed to say, like on Facebook, candida. We're not allowed to talk about diseases.
You can't say pain.
Yeah, and you can't say pain. Like, it's gotten so crazy. But in this kind of environment, you can talk to any jewel in the company, and every single one of those in this kind of small meetings are going to talk about it. But where we have to be careful is on social media, because we don't want another company to come in and nab us for some kind of legal thing that we said wrong. And that's what all that compliance stuff is mostly about.
Okay, so, but then I see all these things about all the stuff that's being sold, right? All the brochures, there's something for every single product, and then there's like 2 or 3 for some products, and it's just, how much do you buy of it? Do you buy any of it?
No.
What do you do?
Okay, you just find something that you like that works for you. My brother's girlfriend happens to be a graphic designer, graphics nanny. I like her stuff. I think it's cute. A lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon because it's another opportunity for them to make money with something that they were already doing, like the t-shirts or the product, the brochures and catalogs and business cards. There's so many graphic designers in the company now, and they're all starting to do. So you just choose what you like. You're not obligated to have any amount of it. You don't have to have any of it. But I told my brother's girlfriend Sandy, I requested for her to make a trifold. There wasn't one. All we had was this, and then this other little thing that's talking. You could get like a rack card that's for slim, and you could get this other little thing that opened up, and it was terrible. They're awful. They're like so awful. I said, Sandy, please can you make a trifold? I said, make a trifold with the products. tells a little bit of information, I used to put our information on it. I said, and then do one for the triplex. Well, guess what? I should do it, because now they are everywhere. And I'm not saying it was just my idea, but nobody had it. Nobody was doing it. She was the first one to start. And she would send me all of the images and say, how does this look? And I helped her with it. And so that is what I wanted and had her create. And now everybody's doing them, but they make perfect sense. You don't need to go spend a ton of money on, 50 catalogs to hand that out. I think you need some of these in certain situations, certain times, but this is the best thing going. You could do this even instead of a business card, because you can print your label and put that on the back and it acts as a business card. The other one that I like, and I saw one here, are these here. I think these are great, because when you, okay, I'm just gonna admit, because I like to keep things real, but I'm always honest. I don't sell my trials. I know they tell us that we should sell our trials. I have a hard time selling the trials. So I'm able to afford to buy Slim, and I give these away. I don't give bags of Slim away. And I used to buy trials and give those away, and that was kind of costly. But this works great. So I asked Sandy, again, I said, can you create a card that we can attach a pack of Slim to? It gives a little bit of a description of how you mix it, how you drink it, and we can put our information. So she did. Here's the next money maker right here. Plexus doesn't have any of these things. They weren't offering any of these things. I think they're going to now, though, because they realize they've been lacking. They realize it's not their business, but I think they see that, oh my gosh, we should be doing something. And part of me agrees, like, it should be kind of consistent, like branding, like it should all look the same because everything is so different. But even within Plexus, in my opinion, like, I don't like our packaging. I think it's horrible. It shouldn't be shiny plastic. We're selling a natural product. It should look healthy and natural. But and like, if you look at Plexus, the word Plexus is different on here than it is on here and on there, and it hasn't been very consistent. But they have hired somebody that's coming in and kind of like a rebranding for the company. But this is great. You attach this little Slim pack right down here at the bottom. It has all the, just basic information of Slim here. It tells you how to mix it up. The ingredients are on here, which is super important, because today, I know my last catalog, they took the ingredients out of the catalog. Like, why would you take the ingredients out of the catalog? People want to know what's in it. I can't memorize all those ingredients. I don't know what's in all that stuff. And then you rip this off, and it says, when you're through with your drink, let me know what you think. And so it's a business card, and it's a sample card, all in one. And this is yeah, oh yeah, and they're printed. She's got all of this information on there, her contact number, email. Yeah, that's, yeah, so. Yeah. Also, see, there's another version. All kinds of stuff. So you just kind of got to go on Etsy or whatever and find, one that, check out the graphics, Annie. You can plug from it. Brother, girlfriend there. But, yeah, just having something. And, all of those things are double ways. They work as your business card too. Any other questions? No? Well, one thing I'll just kind of maybe a little bit about mindset. I don't know how much all of it done. I'm not a reader, so it's hard for me to like commit to a book and find the time to read it, and I fall asleep because the only time I can do this is when I'm going to bed and I read like a page, reread it. So they have them on tape, listen to them in your car, listen to them when you're cooking dinner, download them on your phones, listen to them with your headphones. I mean, there are ways. It's not, can't find excuses because there's all kinds of ways. And even if you only spend 15, 20 minutes a day doing it, it's really going to help you in your thoughts and your mindset. Because one thing that Helen says that I really love, she says, like, 99% of this business is years. It's what goes on in your head. And I know I'm guilty of it. You know, I had a lot of negative talk up there sometimes, and I doubt. And you just have to change that mindset. So one thing I would really encourage all of you to do is write out a daily affirmation. And just do one, and you can always change it. You can make it different as often as you want, but just sit down and really think of some things, of your good qualities, things about yourself that are good, and write them down and be nice to yourself. And, you know, come up with that. You know, it took me a little while to come up with mine, and I wrote it, and then redid it, and then redid it. And God, it seems so braggy, you know, like, cause I'm not, I don't like being in limelight and, you know, like a lot of attention and stuff. So it's like, to talk about yourself that way, it's kind of an interesting thing to sit down and do, and you'll see, you know, where you get stopped, and make notes about that. If there's something that you don't think that you're worthy of or good enough of, write that down, because it's something you really need to look at, because we all have, you know, I love Les Brown, you know, and I love how he ends all of his, you know, things that he writes with, you have greatness in you, and we all do. We just have to believe that we do. So write a daily affirmation and read it every day, and look in the mirror when you're reading it, and look in the mirror and look at yourself. And the more you read it, the more you're going to start to believe it. You got to believe in yourself. It's a real tricky business. It's a real tricky business. It's not rocket science by any means. It's very simple. You don't have to go get a college degree to do it. But it's been also one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's very confronting. So in that respect, I have loved the journey, hated and loved the journey so far, because I've learned a lot about me and why I operate the way I do. And it's quite interesting, but I'll gladly share with you guys. Do that kind of things. I believe that it's. Do you have anything that you want to share with anybody about, like, just because we talked a little bit about when we were in that leaders retreat, one of the speakers, Rick Davenport, talked about, you know, positive affirmations, how important it is for us to be feeding ourselves that stuff every day. Speaking good, positive stuff. And because a little bit of negative, what was that? I loved how she said, like, a little bit of negative can get in there. I shouldn't say it this way, it was much better, but you create a whole bunch of bad stuff. So like one negative person,
One pessimist
can
bring 10 optimists
bring
down.
10 optimists down. So it's also be careful
Who you
to
surround.
like who you surround yourself with, and it's, you know, this business will just teach you a lot of stuff just about yourself personally, your life, which I think is kind of cool. It's another side bit of it. But does anybody else have anything that they want to hear or?
I have a question. There's a person who is interested in the business, but it's kind of like, well, what can I do for me? And, you know, give me free product. And, you know, I've stopped kind of communicating with her because I think she just wants whatever she can get for nothing. And also, if you look at her Facebook posts and not maybe, I know that people can change and everything, but do you ever just say, you know, like just not pursue people? I would have to say to her, you know, you can't be doing, you have to realize that you are representing yourself, Plexus, your faith, because I go to church with her, you know, so I'm just not going to.
You can present it to her, yeah, and leave it at that. You know, it's not something you feel that she's, because you definitely don't want somebody who's a big drama person on Facebook, you know, complaining and whining, and, you know, we all have our junk.
Yeah.
But there's a place, time and a place for that. And it's certainly not on Facebook for everybody to see. You know, I don't think you need to make it fake either and make it something that's not. You need to be real. But you don't need to put all your junk on there. And somebody that's like that already, don't know, I want to tread lightly with it. I wouldn't want to keep it from anybody, but I would definitely just say, hey, this is definitely a business of positive people relationship building, and, it's, what you put out there, is a reflection of me and my company too. And, I want to make sure I have a team of people that are doing me proud and representing my company in a way that I feel is appropriate.
Thank you.
Sure.
I just kind of want to comment on that. I notice sometimes too that your personality might not clash with that person, but somebody on your team, I don't know if you've had anybody under you yet, but somebody else on your team or your downline would be a really good match for them that you could.
Yeah, she's actually friends with one of my ambassadors underneath me, but it's just one of those, I'm stereotyping, but I'm a victim, life's not fair, I'm just, I'm gonna post all these things, I'm gonna live this way, and
Wouldn't it be cool though?
Oh, it would be.
Something changed for her and it was like, no, all of a sudden,
usually closer than
she's
you're
so
in.
much.
Yeah. No, and I agree, but I just, like sometimes she's I'm like, because she's just like, well, you didn't, it's not fair. I want a free membership, like you wanted her doing that, lacrosse, yeah, special. And it's like, and you put that on my post, like, when are you gonna give me that? And it's like, you had your opportunities, I've sent you messages, and it's just that kind of thing, like, you really,
Yeah, she sometimes.
That's first, it's still reimbursed with the membership.
Believe me, I've been back and forth, and it's just like, stop communicating with somebody about it. Like you said, it was creepy.
Oh, well, yeah, that was kind of scary, but you definitely, I think you just gotta use your best judgment, like with people. As far as, if you already know that if this person has this kind of entitlement thing going on already, chances are they're probably gonna get in and want somebody else to do all the work for them. And so, just let her watch you for now. You don't just need her right now to make you the most successful. So just lead by example and let her watch you, and she'll see. And then if she really wants to do it, anybody can come up with $35.
Yeah.
Anybody. But I mean, for the most part, pretty much anybody can come up with $35. So if that's the thing that's stopping her right now, you really don't want to even do it.
Yeah.
So just let her watch you. Don't ever shut it off to her, so that she can, but just.
Where are you? How many first levels, yes, does it have, how many?
How many, look at my report.
What is that? So I can't understand.
I just want to work on your experience in her business, she's a groupie, but how many level ones does she have, how many people underneath, how free?
I have, at the moment, when I pulled it up before, I have close to 50 level ones, but they're not all active. Most of them are not active. And an overwhelming majority of those are customers that are just signed up for the cheaper price. So active level ones, I have a girlfriend in California. I have maybe 6 people total that are working it, but out of 50 people, it's not a whole lot. And they're not even really working. They're just a lot of them started off strong and then just kind of fizzled. And I'm getting ready to kind of contact these people again and just say, hey, I just want you to know that I'm here, and maybe we can get this going again. Reach out to them, and not by email, by a phone call. That was Timothy Thompson's recommendation. But you go in my back office, and I've got a lot of white lines, and I think most of you know this, but I made Ruby in April, and then in May I lost 8 points. So I have not been at Ruby level. They don't ever take your rank away, ever. So once you reach your rank, you'll always be called that. But in my eyes, I'm senior gold again. So I went right back down, and I have spent since April going like this. Up, and totally nerve-wracking, and working full-time, hard in the business. So it happens to everybody, and I think it's important to share that, because I don't want to stand up here and let you guys think that, oh, I'm just moving up the ladder, no problems at all. Heck no, man. I open that back office and look at all those white, if, I'd already be an emerald, you know, and I wouldn't, nobody that you ever quit, I would probably be sapphire. But it's not how it's gonna go. This is the way it's going, this is how it goes. But I never know when the ship's gonna come and when it's gonna start to turn around, so I just gotta keep forging on and going forward, because, you know, they say that all you really need is a few workers and like 3 good people. So just 3. You know, if you have more, great. But Jared Abart, who's at the top of the leaders board every single week, he and his wife, he has 3 people working under, just 3 level 1s that are really working in business. Just 3. So at this point, where all you guys are, and I know there's a bunch of different levels, the most important thing for any of you to do is work on your personal development. You need to be a leader, but don't reinvent the wheel. There's so much out there already, you know. Don't take on something that you're not at that level yet. Helen told me, you know, I said, do I need to be having like team calls every week and doing this? I tried to do a you know, Emerald group, because I was in her group, and oh my gosh, she's like, okay, just stop. Where you're at right now, you just need to keep adding ones. That's what you need to focus on right now. You know, have a team page. Having a team page is awesome, but don't, you know, get so segregated and separated and start having so many chiefs out there. When they say one plexus, they really mean it. Like, we need to stick together and work with each other, sideline, upline, downline, doesn't matter. We all help each other. When you guys get up here and share your stories, you know, you're helping everybody. Going to other meetings and other places, super important, because your testimony can help another ambassador, which helps the overall company, which helps you. And then that favor gets, you know, returned to you down the road too. But starting like to get divided and everybody branching off and to do their own independent things. And this is by no means, I don't mean this by belittling you all, but you aren't big enough to do that yet. I'm not big enough to do that yet. You know, it's silly for me to go and start doing all these things when I have it right near me. Now, you guys don't have a diamond next to you like I do. Okay, so I have the luxury of having stuff that were already going on. And what you've done here is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. And and you guys should all feel really, really blessed, because not all communities have this. And you have a big one. This is pretty big. This is as big as ours arena with diamond. So this is awesome what you have created here. And I like totally commend you for that, because if you do yourself, this is really not normal. But stick together, really stick together and help each other. And really just focus on adding level 1s. Just keep adding level 1s. Customers are important too. They're good, they're a lot of fun, but keep enrolling people and adding them. So that's the best advice. And that's what I'm doing, or trying to do. And that's what I'm working on. So I'm working right with you guys. Anything else? Blah, 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 talk enough. Everybody ready to go home a little bit? Yeah, so, and thank you for just welcoming me and having me up here to be able to do this and offer what I have. I still have a lot to learn too.
Hey, thanks for dropping it off to Will. Because without you just loving your brother and wanting to share the help part of it, none of us would be here.
I mean,
I know,
it's really cool.
And look at that for yourselves, right? I mean, we don't have to look very far to see the impact we've had and how it's going. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Pretty special. So, yay us!
I thought we should all improve our Rio. It'd be so much better. I'm so
You know what?
I know. You know.
You're right.
Oh, stop.